Hello, and welcome to Elder Care Wisdom. We're so glad you're here. Most men over 50 don't miss signs of interest from women because they are unaware or slow. It is because the signals themselves are different now. She will not be laughing like a young person or making it clear with playful physical contact. Instead, she might ask a gentle, almost easy-to-forget question, one that appears relaxed and harmless, but actually creates an opportunity. If you do not see it and walk through, that opportunity closes quietly and the chance is gone. You leave, thinking you had a nice talk. She leaves thinking, I suppose he was not interested in me. You did not say anything incorrect. You just did not say the thing that was important. You did not understand the true question hidden within the question. And that is what this video is truly about. Those secret moments when a woman is making an advance, just not in the way most men have learned to see. Because when she is interested, she will not announce it. She will carefully test the situation with questions covered in interest and kindness. But let's begin with one of the most frequent but most confused questions a woman will ask when she is interested. How old are you, really? Now, on the outside, it seems harmless, even fun. But when a woman moves closer and asks that, she is not asking to see your identification card. She already knows you are not 30. She is not interested in the year you were born. She is interested in how you carry your age. Whether you hold it like it is something to be embarrassed about, or like it is something that has made you wealthier in spirit, more profound, wiser. If you act uncomfortable or avoid the question, try to be funny, or worse, act like it is a question designed to trick you, she sees it. Because she is not asking for a number. She is asking for your self-confidence. A man who says, old enough to know what is important, young enough to have fun with it, or grins and says, do you want the number or the feeling, is talking from a place of calm certainty. He is not trying to be younger. He is accepting who he is. And that is extremely attractive. I remember Rick, a smart man, 64 years old, stylish, divorced, who told me about this woman he met in a jazz lounge in the city. After a little friendly talking, she moved closer and said it, how old are you, really? Rick, trying to be clever, answered back, too old for you? She laughed, but not the kind of laugh he hoped for. The feeling between them cooled down immediately. And later, he understood he did not just miss the fun. He missed the opportunity. When a woman asks that, she is already thinking maybe there is a chance. Next comes another one that arrives without much notice. Why aren't you married? It might sound intrusive or critical at first, but it is not a harsh questioning. It is interest mixed with something deeper. She wants to know, are you emotionally available now? Is there space in your life for a person like me? But here is where many men make a mistake. They either share way too much, going deep into their history of love, or they shut the door with an angry remark like, tried it one time, never again. Not one of those answers gives her what she is truly asking for. She wants to know if you are still able to form a bond, not if you are still hurting from the past. Say something stable, truthful, but not heavy. Life kept me busy, but now I have space for something true. Or, haven't met the right woman yet. Maybe until now. These kinds of answers show her that you are here now, that you have dealt with old problems and left space for something new. Take Gerald, for example. He is 67, skilled with his hands, quiet, kind, met a woman in a shared garden. They started talking, just about tomatoes at first. Then one day she asked him gently, so, how come you're not married? Gerald became nervous and said something quiet about how things just did not work out. The next week, she stopped coming to the garden. And later, he told me, I did not understand she was asking because she was thinking about a relationship for us. That is how these questions are received. Light on the surface, serious underneath. Another one that surprises men. Do you date younger women? Some men act proud and treat it like a praise. Others become protective, dismissing it with jokes about themselves. But she is not looking for a show of pride or a funny line. She is asking if you could see her not as a friend, but as a possible partner. She wants to know if your connection with her is more important than her age. It is not about numbers. It is about being present in the moment. Stay away from the overused answers. Do not name your preferred type or make it sound like she is just the next one in a long line. Say something like, I don't really choose dates by age. I connect based on feeling. Or, what is important to me is how a woman makes me feel, not the year she was born. That shows maturity, that shows depth, and more importantly, it makes her feel like she is important in this moment. Not because she is younger, but because something good is happening between you. Arcus, 59, well-dressed, great at talking, once told me about meeting a woman in a bookstore. They connected right away. After sharing a coffee and some laughter, she asked that question, "Do you date younger women?" He smiled and said, "I like women who bring good energy no matter their age." Her smile in return was not just polite. It was full of hope. That night turned into dinner. Dinner turned into something more because he did not miss the moment when the opportunity appeared. Then there is this question. What kind of woman do you usually go for? It sounds like harmless interest, small talk, but it is not. She is not trying to find a match for you. She is trying to see if she fits, if she belongs in your life. And most men ruin it by giving a factual answer, talking about appearance, activities, hobbies. It is like reading from a list. But what she really wants to know is, am I good enough for you? The better answer concentrates on qualities that any good woman might have. Someone kind, interested, who can laugh when life is difficult. When she hears that, she is not just measuring herself against it. She is picturing herself fitting into your life. I remember Elliot, 62, a retired firefighter, a woman he met while helping others, asked him that exact question without deep thought. He said, "Someone who makes the room feel calm just by being in it." Later, she said, "I was hoping I was your type," and she meant it. Now, let's talk about charm. She smiles at you and says, "Are you always this charming?" It is playful, almost joking. But do not confuse it for only light talk. This is one of the uncommon moments when attraction is sitting right there between you, clear and open. She is not just giving you a compliment. She is watching how you handle that compliment. Do you push it away with a joke, or do you meet her kindness with steady self-confidence? The best response is simple, soft, and genuine. Try only when I'm with someone who brings it out of me, or I save it for moments that are important. That is the kind of answer that keeps the opportunity open gently but firmly. It tells her that you are present, that you see her, and that you are not afraid of a little emotional closeness. Alan, 68, told me about a dinner party where a woman moved closer and asked him that exact thing. He replied, "That depends. Are you always this curious?" She did not stop looking at him the rest of the night. Now, this one might surprise you. Why don't you have a girlfriend? It sounds casual, but this is one of the most telling questions a woman can ask. She is not just making talk. She is trying to figure out if you are still able to have a relationship of emotional connection. And if you answer with anger or giving up, she will hear it very clearly. Instead, answer with openness, with potential. Say something like, "I've taken my time, but I'm open to being surprised." Or, "I've been working on myself, and I think I'm finally ready for something real." William, 71, sharp and elegant, had a woman ask him this at an art show event. He looked her straight in the eye and said, "I've been learning to be a better man. Now I'm ready for a better kind of love." And that was all it took. Then comes the bravest question of them all. Would you ever date someone like me? This is as near to an admission of feelings as most women will go. She is not asking without care. She is offering her heart out there just a little bit, wrapped in humor, made softer with a smile, but underneath it is easily hurt. It is honest, and it is real. The wrong answer, like hesitating, joking, or avoiding, hurts more than you know. The right reply is honest, clear, kind. Something like, "I'd be lucky if I could." Charlie, 66, former military, a direct kind of man, told me about a walk he took with a woman he had been slowly getting close to. One evening, under the setting sun, she looked at him and asked, "Would you ever date someone like me?" He looked at her and said, "I think I'd be a fool not to." She took his hand and kept walking. That is how you meet a moment with grace. And finally, do not forget, some of the biggest signs of interest do not come from words at all. They come from her body, the way she moves closer, the way her eyes stay on you, a gentle touch on your arm, the way she laughs a moment too long at your jokes. These are not mistakes. They are signals. Subtle, but real. Daniel, 70, a widower, told me about a woman in his movie club. She used to sit near her, touch his hand during funny moments. He thought it was nothing until she stopped. And when that quiet warmth went away, he finally understood she had been waiting for him to see, but the opportunity had passed. That is how nonverbal attraction works. It is silent, but it is strong. And if you are not watching, it disappears before you know what you missed. So, here is the truth. After 50, attraction does not yell. It speaks quietly. It asks gentle questions. It moves closer with a smile. And when it does, your job is not to put on a show. It is to notice, to be present, to meet her with truth and warmth, not wit. And when you do, everything is different, because you are not just another man. You are the man who makes her feel understood. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Thank you for spending your time with us today.